The complete Antichrist timeline. Imagine a detailed roadmap outlining the end of the world, as described in the Bible. You are here, standing on the threshold of biblical prophecy. A leader will emerge, one destined to lead humanity astray before Jesus returns, commonly known as the Antichrist. According to Scripture, this enigmatic figure will stun the world through 8 pivotal events. Let's trace these moments step by step on a prophetic timeline to uncover how close we might be to the end, beginning with the first event. Event 1. The rise of the Antichrist. The first mention of this future ruler appears in a vision given to the prophet Daniel, Daniel 7, 7, and 8. In this vision, Daniel sees a fierce beast representing a kingdom that will devour the entire earth. This beast has 10 horns, symbolizing 10 kings. From among these horns rises a little horn, representing the Antichrist. As it emerges, 3 of the original horns are uprooted, emphasizing the Antichrist's dominance. This little horn has human-like eyes and a mouth that speaks boastfully, symbolizing arrogance and blasphemy. This vision foreshadows a time when the Antichrist consolidates power, overtaking other rulers to become the ultimate authority. Today, the world seems to be inching toward this global unification, with the rise of globalization and political liberalization setting the stage for his arrival. Event 2. The Covenant with Israel. After gaining control, the Antichrist will establish a peace treaty with Israel for 1 week, Daniel 9:27. In biblical prophecy, this week refers to 7 years, not 7 days. This treaty will be seen as a miraculous step toward peace in the Middle East, a region historically marked by conflict. However, this peace will be deceptive, as it marks the beginning of the 7-year period known as the Tribulation. During this time, the temple in Jerusalem will be rebuilt, and traditional sacrifices will resume, a fulfillment of biblical prophecy, Daniel 9:27. Event 3. The Wounded Beast. The Apostle John expands on this in the book of Revelation, Revelation 13:3 and 4, where he describes a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. This beast, symbolizing the Antichrist, suffers a deadly wound but is miraculously healed. The world, astonished by this event, begins to worship the beast, declaring, "Who is like the beast? Who can wage war against it?" Event 4. The Abomination of Desolation. Midway through the 7-year peace treaty, the Antichrist will break the covenant and commit what Jesus referred to as the Abomination of Desolation, Matthew 24:15, referencing Daniel 9:27. He will stop temple sacrifices and desecrate the holy place by declaring himself to be God, 2 Thessalonians 2:4. This act will mark the beginning of severe persecution for anyone who refuses to worship him. Event 5. The False Prophet. To enforce his rule, the Antichrist will recruit another figure described as the Beast of the Earth in Revelation, Revelation 13:11-15. Known as the false prophet, this individual will perform miracles, even calling fire down from heaven, to deceive humanity into worshiping the Antichrist. He will create an image of the beast and grant it the ability to speak, commanding the execution of those who refuse to worship it. Event 6. The Mark of the Beast. The Antichrist will then extend his control to the global economy. Revelation states, "He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or forehead. Revelation 13, 16, and 17. Without this mark, no one will be able to buy or sell, effectively forcing allegiance to him. This mark of the beast is associated with the number 666, Revelation 13:18. Event 7. The gathering for battle. In the final days, the Antichrist will gather the nations to wage war against Jesus Christ at a place called Armageddon, Revelation 16:16. This location, known today as Megiddo in Israel, will be the setting for the ultimate confrontation between good and evil. Event 8. The return of Christ. At the climax of this timeline, Jesus will return with an army of saints to defeat the Antichrist and his forces. Revelation 19:11-21. With eyes like fire and a sword proceeding from his mouth, Christ will strike down the nations, casting the Antichrist and the false prophet into the lake of fire. This final act will mark the end of the Antichrist's reign and the beginning of Christ's eternal rule. Though we've outlined the timeline of the Antichrist, his rise is just one of many signs pointing to the end times. The Bible describes 6 additional signs leading up to Christ's return. To uncover these, explore further and prepare for what's to come. In the next video, we continue to explore the mysteries of the Bible. See you there.